Hey, what's the word, Officer Bird? From what I heard, it is Mr. Skullgrin, and he's been updated to a siege tank, utilizing the magic of a siege brunt. Yeah, pretty cool in my opinion. 100% of the parts are used. I've been kind of pairing up Skullgrin with brunt because I feel like there's a lot of not perfect color matching, but enough between the grays, kind of maroons and purples and stuff. And I think it's good. I think it's good. And we can play with Brunt's treads over here, and we can accentuate the already existing treads. And so, yeah, Brunt's a tank, and Skullgrin is some type of skiff or slab of cheese or brick or something. And so it's actually quite easy to make this guy to kind of layer him up on top. By the way, one of the things that I don't often mention on the channel, and it's kind of implied, is that hey, these videos are made for individuals who are 13 and up. So if you are a mini-con and below that age, you should get your parents' permission. And I mean, when I look at the demographics, it shows that it's all people who are in the appropriate age who are watching. But I know there are many cons watching this, and if you are, please get your parents' permission. I mean, I think my content's pretty safe to watch. It's pretty G-rated, at most PG, but please get your parents' permission. Okay. And so yeah, without further ado, a dodo, a bobo, chicken adobo, I'm gonna show you how to make this guy. And it's pretty easy. First, you just put Skullgrin into his vehicle mode, and there's nothing different that you really do about it. That's it. And all this stuff at the top is just kind of layered on here. So let me pop this off first, and so you can see what it looks like on the bottom. So this is just Skullgrin, and on one side, because the treads have 2 ports, you're just plugging in the arm right here of Brunt, and you got that tread action going on, so it's perfect. Other side, you just plug it in, and that's the other tread. In order to utilize the thighs, what you do is that little tail bit that comes off, there's a hole on the back on the underside of the tail, and you're just plugging in the thigh like that. And then you are then taking that hole and plugging it into that peg right there. But we're going to plug that one into the end because we need a little bit of clearance to get to that hole first. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to say I hope everyone is doing well, and whether this is your first time or you're a returning member, yeah, I hope you're having fun watching the channel. I hope you're enjoying the content, and I hope you're enjoying kind of exploring this line of Legacy, the recent line of Legacy, in conjunction with all the old, some of the older lines, to see how they kind of pair together. And it's a mix and match of old and new. But sometimes when you think about it, that's what your family is, right? Family is like, right? You got your parents, some of the old, and even they got their parents, the old, and you're the new. And so, yeah, life is just kind of like that. It's a mix of match of old and new. And so, hey, I was able to drop a PSA while doing this build. Cool. So this top part over here, very easy to make, but it does require you to put this Brunt body in a kind of unique angle. So let me just move this guy off to the side. First, you start by creating the super cannon, right? You have the super cannon, but you do one thing different. The super cannon normally is the peg is supposed to be down here, but if you do that, it doesn't do what I want it to do, so I flipped it. So we pop that out, excuse me. We pop it out, and then it can sit flush like this, and then the bottom lip over here will prevent it from sagging downward. So cool. You create the super cannon like so. Next, just remove these. You want to prepare the Brunt body like this at an angle. So you know how it's this thing, you can pivot it, you can move it around. You want it so that it's like in this 45-degree angle, pointing that way, and you want this peg to be pointing down as well. Yeah, it doesn't lock in necessarily, but at least this one is pretty tight. So that's what I'm going to do. And then on the bottom port, I'm just plugging in the sword. I mean, these you can just plug in wherever you want. And then on the top port, I'm plugging in that gun. And yeah, after that, you're going to take that peg. It's hard to see, but take that peg and plug it into that hole, like so. By the way, y'all been liking these alt mode builds? I've been having fun. I've been having a lot of fun. I feel like, it's a play pattern that I don't typically explore. And by the way, and then from here, you just plug that right there. These are play patterns that I do not necessarily, that I don't typically explore because I'm really just a bot head, and I just make bots all the time. But it's been really fun. It's been really fun. And by the way, this will all sag down a little bit, so you need the bottom part of this back piece to kind of sit on there's a little bit of a ledge, a lip. So you need it resting on that. Otherwise, it's just going to sag down due to the weight. And then you can configure the cannons however you like. Yeah, and then you plug that into the hole back there. There's a little bit of a clearance issue. How'd I do that? Maybe this was in first. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you plug this in. This has to be, yeah, like that. Okay. There we go. But yeah, y'all been liking the alt mode content? I've been digging it a lot. I like that ATV that I made recently using the 2 Wreck-Gar tires, or sorry, 1 Wreck-Gar and 1 junk heap. And yeah, I've been really liking the Astro Train builds. Been liking this, been liking that. So it's been a lot of fun for me. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I hope it's been a lot of fun for you as well. Yes, we are bot bending on this channel, but you know, bot bending partially is bending them into their alt modes and then supersizing them as necessary. Sorry if that term supersize is copyrighted by McDonald's. Not trying to infringe upon y'all's trademark, but yeah, cool. So if you have 1 Brunt and you have 1 Skullgrin, you can do this at home. I hope this tutorial has been helpful and you enjoyed this build as much as I did. Everyone have a wonderful day.